ready. Championship Wrestling, David. Howdy.
We're ready today. Hello, got Manny Fernandez coming in here to get things started today. Raging Bull. A little bit later on, boy, what a tag team. T. Joe Khan teamed up with Jimmy Jack Funk in a tag team match. Stand by for that one. Jeff Jarrett will be here a little bit later on. The Midnight Rockers come along, and we'll be looking at Big Scott Hall, team with Billy Travis in the expiration of time match. They are going against a brand new team in the territory, the Power Twins, very large ones.
Yes, sir. We'll have an opportunity to see them for the very first time. Hey, listen, also some news that I got in regards to our Renegade Rampage. It's getting underway. We will have our first Renegade Rampage match, 4 points, next week on our Championship Wrestling. So that's in the offing coming up. Manny Fernandez, the Bull, will be in here, and we're going to be ready to go with our opening bout in just a moment. Okay, hopping in the ring, brand new face for our Championship Wrestling, stocky young man named Rodney Napper. Music in the background says that Mr. Napper's trouble is on the way.
There he is.
There he is. The Rugged Bull. We're ready for the introduction.
It's one fall, 10-minute time limit match. Introducing out of Dallas, Texas at 205 pounds, Rodney Napper, and going against him from Texas at 250 pounds, Manny Fernandez. This match will be one fall, 10-minute time limit. Jerry Calhoun, the referee, says, let's go.
Napper's got that low center of gravity, and it's even lower right now because Manny takes him down to the deck, and he goes astride, waits till Napper comes back up. Rodney Napper, tough introduction to Championship Wrestling, going against the Raging Bull, stepped in behind him and dumped him down. Interesting event occurred in a match last week, Dave, and that was when Manny was going against Billy Travis. Had a whale of a match going. And Hector Guerrero comes down, and he sticks his 2 nickels worth in there and nailed Billy, I think, with a chain or something like that. Anyhow, he put Billy down. Manny got the win on it. And Fernandez, boy, stood up and looked at Guerrero. He didn't apparently know that Manny was going to be, that Hector was going to be around or anything. Such a strange, unpredictable guy was Fernandez.
Boy, I tell you, yeah, you don't want to get Manny unhappy at you, don't think. Mr. Napper right now not having a very good day. Boy, he a rude introduction to Championship Wrestling. Manny Fernandez, lower part of the leg. He got him with it. Rodney Napper giving a good effort here, but just so far overmatched by the Raging Bull. Minute and a half gone in the match, 10 minutes the time limit.
Fernandez totally dominant in the match against Rodney Napper. Headbutts him and busts him down on the mat, as he has been throughout most of it. He shoots an elbow in there. It doesn't phase the Bull, and the Bull comes back and rips him with a right hand, picks Napper up, catches him with that back kick. Boom, and Napper down on the deck again. Rodney Napper, one fall, 10-minute time limit match, and it has been all Fernandez. As again, he rips a right hand, and down goes Napper again, pulls himself up on the ropes, and a Raging Bull whips him across the ring. Whoa. Napper was trying to make a move out of the way, but boy, he caught him with a cross body in that flying press. 1, 2, 3, and that's all, friends.
2 minutes, 24 seconds. Manny Fernandez takes the victory in convincing fashion here over Rodney Napper.
Napper, I'm looking at him. He just barely is making it out of that ring. Referee Jerry Calhoun helping him on his feet. As Manny walks away with a very convincing, as you said, match. That one was not very long. What would you say it was?
2:24.
2:24. Let's go ahead and we'll get our next match underway here and get off with a segment. Here comes Jimmy Jack Funk out. He and T. Joe Khan are going to be in our next bout.
Can you tell me that the little kids of today are supposed to look up to sissies like Jerry the Sissy Lawler, Sissy Jeff Jarrett, Sissy Dundee, Sissy Billy Travis. Look at this. Does he look like a sissy? Does he look like a sissy? He ain't no sissy. I ain't no sissy. We are the heroes. We are the heroes of today. Mark our words. We're what all the kids should look up to. We are the future.
Yeah, but okay. Jimmy Jack Funk, T. Joe Khan, as they're coming in, Jimmy Jack. You guys get up and get ready for it, and we'll be ready to go here as Jimmy Jack Funk and T. Joe Khan will be going. Well, here are the introductions, Dave.
All right, this match is going to be a one-fall, 10-minute time limit. Out of Arkansas, the Wilson brothers, Benny and David, at a total of 383 pounds. Boy, and across the way, from Amarillo, Texas, Jimmy Jack Funk. From Singapore, T. Joe Khan. This match, one-fall, 10-minute time limit. And we're underway even before the opening bell sounds. Funk and Khan grabbing the Wilson brothers. One of them, Benny, thrown out of the ring. David being worked on by Khan.
Boy, it is a four-man match from the before the opening bell, as Jimmy Jack slams Benny down on the floor, and T-Joe goes for the other Wilson brother, picks him up, just holds him in the air as Jimmy Jack Funk comes over and drops with an elbow. He was laid across the knee. Oh, boy, I'll tell you. We started out with Rodney Napper with the tough chore of handling the Raging Bull, and now the Wilson brothers are in there, and Benny and David have got the problem of having to deal with a very large physical team and also nasty attitude. Jimmy Jack Funk and T. Joe Khan slams the shoulder into the knee and won't pin him. I believe he had him right there, Dave.
Yeah, I think he probably could have gotten a 3 count. He wouldn't go for it.
Turns it over to T. Joe Khan, and T. Joe just cuts loose on him. Boy, what an upper body this guy has got. Singapore is his home base as he plows a chop right in to Wilson and takes him to the corner to tag the brother. They want to share the misery, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, Benny really nailed from outside on the apron. T-Joe pulls him back over to the corner, makes the tag, and here's Jimmy Jack Funk. Funk weighs in at about 263, 265 pounds. He's huge.
All the way over here it hurt me. I'm telling you, they ripped him with that double clothesline in there.
And then they did not go for a pin.
Slamming him with that chop and poke to the neck. This will be it, yeah. Mercifully, T. Joe decided to go for the pin at that point. He finished it off with that jab, that swinging jab right to the throat. Big chop over in the corner takes care of the other brother. Uh-oh.
Look out. Got that cowbell and the rope.
They just keep it on. Jimmy Jack Funk and T. Joe Khan. They turn it in from a win to a massacre in there.
We're not sissies!
Yeah, well, it's always nice to see him leave. That's the most pleasant time about those guys being around, Dave. What was the time?
Time on it was 2 minutes and 5 seconds, 2:05.
Okay, a couple of opening bouts in there. We've got Jeff Jarrett. Plenty of other action coming up. We'll be to it in just a moment. Wednesday night, not far away, my friend, and you need the notice because we have got plenty of action coming up at the Coliseum with Championship. What a great card coming in there, including a Southern tag. We'll tell you the whole thing a little bit later. Southern tag title with a couple of reps. Here's a special challenge match with the superstar Bill Dundee going against Terry Taylor, who was the world TV champ, and he'll be back in here in Evansville for Wednesday night. And listen to this final. I can't even believe this. Jimmy Jack Funk, T. Joe Khan going against Manny Fernandez and Jeff Jarrett. You'll understand it later.
Chuck, I cannot believe what has happened here. A guy that I thought would stand by my side until his dying day. The Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez, has turned into a sissy lover. We were beating the pulp out of that yellow-haired sissy. Jeff Jarrett and Manny Fernandez lost his guts. He couldn't take it no more. He turned into a sissy lover.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. You find out what kind of sissy he is.
I'll tell you what. Hey, this is not a sissy. Look at that. This is not a sissy. I am not a sissy. Manny Fernandez is going to find out what he's done to himself, because we'll never give up.
We're going to be ready to get back in the ring here in just one moment. But before we do, I want to get Jeff Jarrett over here. He's got a match coming up with Keith Eric. And Jeff, how you doing today?
Appreciate me having let me be here today,
Hey,
man.
listen, I am delighted to have you here. I just wanted to say that, boy, I'll tell you, 1988 has already had some incidents for you as it's gotten underway. You had Hector Guerrero and all kind of lumberjack strap matches. It's just been rough and
That's
a bunch
right.
of guys.
87 sure was tough, and I had a lot of tough bouts and a lot of bouts that I remember. But 88 started off, as you said, had some tough matches with Hector Guerrero. That's the first name that comes to my mind because...
There have been others.
That's right. There have been others, but the main guy's been Hector Guerrero. He's out here running his mouth, and he says that we should feel sorry for him or something like that, but I don't feel so sorry for him, man.
Jeff, I know you're not going to particularly enjoy this, but I'm going to do it anyhow. I think one of the things out of 87, Jeff, that was interesting to me, that you were chosen for this beautiful poster that's being distributed throughout the entire country. Let's take a look now. For you folks who have not seen it, I want you to see it. And yeah, I'm going to show it. Let's take a look at it right now.
Snakeskin boots. Faded jeans. Broad shoulders. And blonde hair. Wow. Now that's a poster.
To order your Jeff Jarrett poster, call 1-800-336-2600. That's 1-800-336-2600. Save COD charges by having your credit card ready, or send a check or money order in the amount of $10 to Jarrett Poster, Post Office Box 3020, Cherry Hill, New Jersey, 08034. Allowed 2 weeks for delivery.
Yeah. Hey, I know.
You said you're going to show that after my match. Not while I
He
was
said,
out
don't show it while he was out. No, Jeff, I tell you, how's it feel when you look and you see something like that?
It was a great honor, Lance.
Jimmy Jack, give us a break out here.
That's right, boy. You should be embarrassed having a picture like that put on national TV. Huh? What do you want? You want all these little kids to look up at you? I'll tell you what. You should be a poster kid, all right? A poster for birth control.
All right, Jimmy Jack, we don't need you out here.
This is the only abortion I know that lived.
Hey, well, wait, let me tell you something, boy.
Put your finger in nobody.
You don't look like a man. You don't smell like a man. You don't walk, you don't talk like a man. And you damn sure don't dress like a
Hey,
man.
well, listen, you've had your match. Would you just take it on out of here?
Why don't you show everybody how much of a man you are and get up in the ring with me?
Hey, Jimmy Jack, I've never backed down with you before in my entire life, and I'm not going to
You
today.
don't have to go for this guy,
That's
Jeff.
right, but I've got a scheduled match against Keith Eric. I've never backed down.
Who the hell is Keith Eric?
Okay.
Somebody you can beat? Get in there with me. Get in there with the man.
Hey,
Come on, I'll
listen.
get in there with you.
He's
Get
never
in there
said
with
he's
me.
afraid. I am telling you one thing. This guy, He not only doesn't have any class, if he does have any, it's all low, but I'll tell you, I'm not sure he's got any brain. Jeff Jarrett in the ring with Jimmy Jack Funk. Jeff was scheduled for another bout. Here comes the referee in there now, so that's okay with me. Fine, we're off and running. And Jeff Jarrett slamming him down, drops with the elbow down, and Jimmy Jack Funk, who attacked Jeff when his back was turned, hit him with a bell, hit him with a chair, and now he finds him up facing him in there. It's not quite as easy as when the back's turned and you have a chance to jump somebody when they're not expecting it. Jeff Jarrett slamming away with a right hand. We've kind of got to say, I'm glad to see Jeff against Jimmy Jack, but not the way it got started in there.
No, it's with Funk hitting him with that cowbell. He's got a cut over Jeff's right eye. Doesn't appear too bad at this point.
Caught him high, nice with a clothesline, and Jimmy Jack Funk rolls to the corner as Jeff Jarrett
Look out,
come
Jeff
up
behind. T. Joe Khan interfering in the match. That's going to give Jeff a victory, but now we got to get him out of there.
They were out there a little earlier with a match, and as partners, as Jeff Jarrett now facing both T. Joe Khan. Come on! Jack Funk and T. Joe Khan just slamming away on Jeff Jarrett. Oh, no. Here comes Manny Fernandez. Now, that's enough. Let's get some help out here. Jeff Jarrett being... Hey, come on, Jarrett. Get these guys out of there. The match is all... Fernandez rolling Jarrett out of the ring. Woo! Slams T. Joe Khan, drops him down. When Fernandez came in, I thought, boy, that's too much. He just rolled Jeff Jarrett out of the ring, and T. Joe Khan interfered in there as he came in to pull Manny out of the way. As what a surprise!
Let me tell you something, Daddy. When I went off in 1972, 1973 in the battlefields of Da Nang, and the cow patties, Daddy, and the rice patties, I had a common cause. You understand? I fought for what I believed, and that cause was the American way. And what you're doing today is you're sticking your nose where I do belong, because I am a one-on-one man. I've been that way all my life. If I can't get it done by myself, then it won't be done. You understand what I'm saying? Because I am sick and tired of people running around here. And next time you stick your nose where I don't belong, I'm going to show you what this SEAL Team 4 taught me, baby. I'll rip you from limb to limb, because I believe in one way, patriotism, and that's what I was given, and that's what I'll totally be. And when I get on you and anybody else, I will be the most awesome thing you ever seen today, because I believe in one-on-one, and I'm sick and tired of a bunch of cowards running around trying to jump on somebody. If you want to jump on somebody, when you're good and ready, jump on me.
Another side of Manny.
Hey, what? I can't believe it. Ready? Fernandez, the Raging Bull. He turned sissy. He turned sissy. I can't believe it. Get him out of here.
The rest of us, he couldn't stand.
Come on back here. Come on back here, sissy bull. Come on back here.
Listen, let's just take a break. No, we're not getting back here. We're going to take a break. Coming your way with a great card to the Convention Center at the Western Kentucky State Fairgrounds. Big news, save a buck, get your tickets in advance. Wednesday night, oh boy, Coliseum, Evansville, Indiana. What a night that one's going to be. Gary Young opens up against Rick Nelson. Billy Travis will be going against Max Payne. Then there's going to be a Southern Tag Team title match. 2 referees assigned. The Rockers will be facing Big Scott Hall and the Nightmare Ken Wayne. A special challenge match. Will this be a dandy? Be the former world television champion Terry Taylor coming in, challenging the superstar Bill Dundee, and finally, Boy, what a bout. Listen to this. Jimmy Jack Funk, T. Joe Khan going against the surprising team of Manny Fernandez and Jeff Jarrett. Now, that in itself will be worth the price of admission. Wednesday night to Coliseum. Come on out and be there. Times over the various years that we've seen it. Never have we seen two more fierce competitors than the King, Jerry Lawler, and the superstar, Bill Dundee. And here's the King with that Lord of the Ring
What did I tell you, Lance, did I tell you last week that I was going to walk in the ring with this and that I was going to walk out of the ring with it,
You
right?
did, in fact, yes.
That's exactly what I told you, and that's exactly what I did. As you can see, I still have this ring. Now, let me just tell you something about our fine friend, Bill Dundee. My pal. Yeah, now look, I know Bill's got a lot of fans. That's true. Sure he does. But you see, Lance, this ain't no popularity contest. I don't care how popular Bill Dundee is, and I don't really care how popular I am. Because you see, this is all about winning. It's really not even about this ring. It's all about winning, Lance. He wants to get a win over me so bad he can taste it, and I feel the same way about Bill. Because you see, even though we've been partners, even though we've held the World Tag Team titles together, there's something deep down inside each one of us that just wants to prove that each one of us is a little bit better than the other one. And it burns that Dundee up that he can't prove it. Now, let me tell you something. Like I said, we put this ring up last week, and Bill Dundee puts up $5,000 check, right? Well, the match is over. I take my ring. I leave the Coliseum. I leave the arena. I take the check. I go back home. I deposit the check in my bank, right? Well, a couple days later, I get a call from my bank, and you know what they tell me, Lance?
What's that?
Our fine friend Bill Dundee has stopped payment on the check, or either the check bounced. Oh, yeah.
You didn't,
Yeah, you're right.
You don't end up with the money.
Should have known that was coming. And I should have known that was coming.
Speaking of Bill Dundee, here he comes out here now. He looks relatively pleased with himself. Bill, there's been the accusation made. Jerry wins the match, takes the ring.
No, Jerry didn't win the match. Referee won the match. He was knocked out, laying out there. I count 172 and the referee wouldn't count. Now, how I did it is immaterial. I just told you I was going to do it, and I did it. And the guy could have counted to 78, and he wouldn't have got up, and I won. He stole my check. You handed it to him, and he pitter-pattered out of the arena, and I was left holding nothing.
Hey, well, first of all, let's get something straight. You say you won the match. The referee never counted 3, so you didn't get a win. As a matter of fact, what you had to do, Bill, in your desperation was, at first, it even goes back naturally. Everybody knows by now that you had to use a chain. But what gets me is you had to think before the match. This is what's great, Dundee. You had to sit back in that dressing room, and you had to sit there and think, you know, I'm probably going to need a chain. Now, how did it feel before the match to think that you were going to have to need a chain so that you had to go and get one and put it in your tights so that you'd have it when you need it? Now, how does that make you feel, Dundee? Okay. I know it don't make you feel like a man, and I know you're not much of a man, or you wouldn't have stopped payment on that check.
Well, I'm just going to tell you something, sport. You know what this is? It's a quarter, and you take it and you call somebody that really cares. All I was telling you was that I was going to beat you.
You didn't beat me.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't beat nobody.
I beat that
check. You didn't beat nobody, Dundee, and you know it, brother.
Bill, you did stop payment on the check.
That's right. That's legal. If you buy something and you don't like it, you got 3 days to change your mind. And I changed my mind because you didn't beat me, and I stopped payment on it.
First of all, technically, I didn't have to beat you. You put the money up against a shot at the ring. You didn't win the ring, so I'm supposed to get the money if you didn't win the ring. And you didn't win the ring, and then you stopped payment. And you know why you did? Because, like I said, you're not a man. You know, you're only as good as your word, and apparently your word ain't worth nothing.
Oh, yeah, it's worth a lot, brother. It's worth, I'll tell you what it's worth, because I cashed the check, Jack, because they're making me put it up in cash. You want to hold it, or you want me to hold it?
A lot of $100
$5 grand right there, brother, and it belongs to me. And it belonged to me last week because I beat you. And I don't care what you say, Lawler. I can still beat you. And talking about beat you, who ran you out of town, Daddy? I did. Who's got
this ring on their finger? I do, brother, and it's the ring that you want real bad, isn't it?
And I'm going to...
And you want it so bad you can taste it. Well, let me tell you something. You're right. I'll never trust your word again, Bill. I'll never believe you whenever you're going to say you're going to put up anything. So that's why, if you want another shot at this ring, I want to see the cold, hard cash, and I want somebody holding it other than you, because I'm going to tell you something. You can't beat me, Bill, and you can't win this ring, and I'm going to take that money, and if you want to come back week after week and put up every bit of your paycheck every week, I'll be more than glad to take it from you.
Well, I'm just going to tell you something, big boy. You're going to wrestle me, but it ain't going to be the same referee, because I believe you paid that jerk off, and you can't beat me. And you can't do it.
Don't put your hand on me like that.
Hey, whoa! Hey, come on, Billy. Come on, Billy. He's a fun-loving guy, but he's got a wicked temper, too, and you just saw a piece of it here. The argument is between Lawler and Dundee. Jerry Lawler said, yeah, he'd put the ring up again, but what he's going to do is make him put up cash instead of any kind of check on it, because Dundee stopped the check, and Lawler was unable to get the money. So, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll take a little break right here and be right back. Coming up in here is we'll see the AWA Southern Tag Champions, the team of the Midnight Rockers. Marty Jannetty, Shawn Michaels will be in action here in just a moment. We're going to stop them on the way to the ring, talk to them just a bit. As the Rockers head toward the ring, we'll see if we can get a comment about, they've got a match coming up where two referees are going to be assigned to the title match against Scott Hall and the Nightmare. And what's the two referee situation?
First of all, Lance, can you do us a favor? Make like a sheep herder and get the flock out of here and let us talk now, would you? The first thing we want to say right now, there's no doubt that anyone in the world that the Midnight Rockers are loved everywhere they go. Up north, out east, and out west, the people put us on a throne and they fan us and feed us grapes with their finest women. But you come down here to the south where you slow people, you're looking out, look around this crowd here tonight. Clowns to the left of us, jokers to the right. We're stuck in the middle with you guys. And I tell you what, it isn't going to matter. Nothing is going to stop the Midnight Rockers from attaining what they want, and that's going after the AWA World Tag Team Championship, which they're going to do. And you got a couple of dummies trying to hold us down right away, isn't that right?
That's right. You know, they're sending guys like the Nasty Boys who, I believe, just packed their bags and went elsewhere since the Rockers came around. And they got some big spoon-headed guy named Scott Hall and a little midget named the Nightmare. And they're supposed to be giving the Midnight Rockers some big scare. They're getting two referees. Well, I tell you what, the only thing two referees is going to accomplish is that two people are going to see you beat. All four eyes are going to see y'all's shoulders on the mat for a count of three, and that's that. But now, past that, the Midnight Rockers are coming out here today especially on good terms with everybody, wipe the slate clean. Because I think maybe we overstepped our boundaries once before. We always come out here and we expect for the CWA and the people of the CWA to give us teams to beat us. Now, that is going to take you to the end of time to find a team to beat the Midnight Rockers. So let's at least get the Rockers a little bit of competition around here. We're not asking for much. We're not asking for much because we're not greedy guys. But one team, just one team, that can give us a run for our money. One team that can make the Midnight Rockers sweat. And no, I'm not talking about you two ladies over there. I'm talking about two professional wrestlers that can give the Midnight Rockers a run for their money.
And you know one team that keeps coming up, the name Jerry the Queen Lawler and Jeff Jarrett. The Jeff Jarrett poster. Have you seen that one? There's a 6'1" wearing blue jeans. You can bet every tackle and bait stop in America has got a picture. Sean bought a poster last week and stuck it behind his aquarium to tease his fish. But I tell you what, Jeff Jarrett, it doesn't matter, Jeff Jarrett, Bill Dundee, and the queen of wrestling, Jerry Lawler. Get them in line and see if you can do anything with the Midnight Rockers. Nobody's done it yet, and nobody's going to do it ever.
You know, Marty, I'm starting to get the feeling that nobody believes what we're saying. So these two pukes right here are going to have to be made examples of. For today, Marty, for today, that one's going to be Jeff Jarrett, and that one's going to be Jerry Lawler. Okay? No. Oh, enough fat? Well, we'll make him Jerry Lawler anyway. Okay.
Well, after a 10-minute dissertation from the Midnight Rockers, we're ready for the official introductions, Dave.
All right, and this is who's really in the ring right now at a total weight of 429 pounds. Out of Austin, Texas, Rick Fontana. And from Bardstown, Kentucky, Todd Morton, going against him at a total of 462 pounds. From San Antonio, Texas, and Columbus, Georgia, Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty, the Midnight Rockers. This match won Paul 10-minute time limit. Jerry Calhoun will be the referee.
Okie doke. This will be, what, the second or third time that Rick Fontana has been here. First time that Todd Morton has ever been here. I'm not certain of my facts, so I can't say for a fact that Todd Morton is but I think he's a cousin of Rick Morton. Rick Morton? Yeah, he kind of looks, got some facial resemblances, but I'm not positive of that. Shawn Michaels in with Todd Morton, as we'll be starting off this tag team non-title match with Michaels and Jannetty going against Morton and Fontana. Referee is Jerry Calhoun. We'll be seeing a little later the Power Twins will be in action. Big chop coming from Shawn Michaels. And standing up on the rope. Quite a good move from Todd. Hooks that arm, takes him over and down.
I think maybe Mr. Michaels took Mr. Morton a little bit lightly. He was calling him Jeff. He said he was going to pretend that was Jeff Jarrett, and the other one was Jerry Lawler on the way into the ring. Yeah, I think he better pay attention to Todd Morton maybe this time.
Morton is built along the Dundee lines. He is stocky, and he'll be giving away height. Look at that sunset flip. Kind of won, but Michaels is out of it in a hurry. You know, it's a shame the attitude that has taken possession of the Midnight Rockers. These guys are really some kind of a tag team together. No question about it. If you've never seen them in person, you got to see them. You may not like them, and their attitude we certainly don't like a bit. But they can really go. Oh, good move. Look at him crashing down the small package. And we have a count of 1, and that's all that Morton could get on Shawn Michaels. Championship Wrestling sees the tag from Morton to Rick Fontana. Shawn Michaels over near the corner puts a knee to the midsection to Fontana, and he goes into the rope. Bang! Nail by Marty Jannetty.
Fontana really didn't have much luck with that move.
Oh, you notice the
insulting
symbolic thing of pulling the strap down?
Yeah.
That's supposed to be Jerry Lawler. He pulls the strap down and nails him with 2 rights right in the mouth.
Oh, look at this.
Jannetty with total disdain for Rick Fontana as the Southern Tag Champ. Obviously heavy favorite in this one. Suplex and Fontana over down in the center of the ring. Giannetti walks across Fontana, skips to the corner, and was going to take a little shot at Todd Morton. Ooh. Giannetti banging away with that right hand as Fontana hits the deck. Count of one, count of two, but Fontana kicks out of it, and Giannetti slaps him in the face right after he kicked out of it. Tag. Did he tag?
Yeah,
Like
I don't think he did tag him, but I think he's going to come in there anyway. He just backed him to the ropes. It was almost one of those things where you saw a tag, but there was no tag really there.
Yeah.
You just expected a tag, but Shawn Michaels stays in anyway. Rick Fontana is in trouble.
So Shawn Michaels, the match is still going on, Marty. You might very well...
Where's the crowd? Where's the crowd? They're crowding right now.
Oh, no. Again, alluding to the fact that they are saying that this is Jeff Jarrett and Jerry Lawler in there, Todd Morton and Rick Fontana. Michaels sails off the second rope, drills that right hand on Rick Fontana. As Fontana is down, and the referee, without anybody on him, I think could have counted three at that point, as his shoulders are down on the deck. Michaels picks him up, scoops him in the air, and down goes Rick Fontana with the tag. Here comes Giannetti, catapults himself over the rope, kicks up Fontana, and the referee is saying, hey, you guys, I can stop this match if you don't want to stop it. Rick Fontana double whipped into the ropes as he comes off, caught in the midsection, double DDT, and down Fontana goes. Count of 1 and 2 and 3. He got him. Totally no surprise, the young man from Austin, Texas, just not in the category of the Southern Tag Champ. As Giannetti and Michaels go over towards Todd Morton, give him a little hard time with their mouth. Dave, how about our time?
Time on it was 4 minutes, 56 seconds. They probably could have wrapped it up in half the time if they had gone for a pin earlier against Rick Fontana. 4:56 the time.
Okay, man, they'll make you hot. We're going to take our time out as they come out yawning from the ring. We'll take our time. Be back in just a moment. I hope you are as tickled as I am about Wednesday night, friend. I mean, the Coliseum at Evans is going to be rocking. Special challenge match, Bill Dundee, Terry Taylor, Southern Tag match, and friend, when Manny Fernandez, Jeff Jarrett get against Jimmy Jack Funk and T.J. Khan, that's going to be something else, too. Jeff, you had to be surprised when Manny helped you, as the people have already seen.
Well, Lance, I sure was. When I looked up and I saw the bull staring me straight in the face, I really didn't know what to think.
Ooh, I guess.
But I know, and you know, Lance, and the people know, he had his chance to do whatever he wanted to do, and he sure did it. He stuck with me. Maybe not stuck with me, but he said I could be his partner, and I'm very glad to be his partner. And I know one thing. I'm going to be behind him 100%, and I hope he's behind me 100%.
I'll be interested to see that action. Manny, a little earlier, Jimmy Jack Funk, he was out here raving about how Manny never thought he'd turn coat like that. He's now a sissy lover and all of that sort of thing.
Well, you know, a lot of people throughout Evansville, Indiana, and wherever it may be, they're all wondering, they all got the big IQ in their head. They're saying, you know, is this for real? Well, baby, Evansville will be the answer. I am for real. Jeff Jarrett will be right on my side. And when I pull the trigger, Daddy, it's going to be me and you against the world.
Jimmy Jack Funk, T.J. Khan, you talking about him being a sissy lover and having lost it all and lost his guts. I got a feeling Wednesday night you're going to find out just how much guts he's got left, with Jeff Jarrett right in there with a very good reason for getting back at both of you guys. All of that action, lots more coming up Wednesday in the Coliseum. For the Power Twins, who will be back out here, will be not back out here, they'll be here for the very first time, Dave and Larry. Power will be in here going against the team of Billy Travis and Todd Morton. Todd Morton will be back in here as Travis comes in. And we've got Nate the Great out with the Power Twins, Dave.
Okay. Nate the Great with the Power Twins. The Power Twins are very, very large, let me tell you. All right, officially, here's who we're going to be looking at. From Bardstown, Kentucky, Todd Morton. His partner from Lexington, Kentucky, Billy Travis. Their total weight 421. Across the ring at a total of 600 pounds. The identical twins, Dave and Larry, the Power Twins. And you say Nate the Great?
Yeah.
Sometimes known as Nate the Rat and Nathaniel Whitlock.
Funny you should mention that. As a matter of fact, that's exactly right. Nate the Rat climbs down off the ring. Bell time, and we'll have a look at the Power Twins in action for the very
I want
first
you to
time.
get this right, Dave Brown. That's Nate the Great from now on, okay? That's you do. You get it right, too, okay?
Okay, Nate.
Nate the Great. How you like it? The Power Twins. Line them up left and right.
Boy, you got them. I'll tell you that for a fact. I don't have the vaguest idea which one is which in there.
Got some big ones, I tell you.
They look so much alike, and our time is winding down, and we are going to have to carry this as long as it goes. Todd Morton caught over in the corner by one of the Power Twins. Larry and Dave, the Power Twins, against Todd Morton and Billy Travis.
He's just walking around the ring with Todd Morton. He's got him in kind of a semi-headlock, and now he throws him across the ring. Morton over to the corner. He makes the tag, and Billy Travis comes in.
Travis takes over, whips the Power Twin in, puts an elbow, and dumps him with a backdrop. Snap mares him over the shoulder, and boy, that's not easy handling guys as big as these two guys are. With that arm, he wraps it around. It's reversed. Billy trying to reverse it into a hammerlock, and he does, in fact, succeed in that. Could get over there for a tag, but he is not as yet tagged. The referee's saying on the ropes, let's break it up. So, obviously, the Power Twins new in professional wrestling. They didn't take advantage of that tag. They also didn't take advantage of stopping. Travis jumped and got out of the way of it, and Larry or Dave banged his brother, knocked him down off the ring apron.
It's a tough way to lose a match. I think the Power Twins will learn when you club your own partner. It can be costly. Now back into the action against Billy Travis. Travis just used his head. He just got out of the way of the scenario there.
He didn't let that size bother him. Billy's been to there before with a lot of big guys, and boom, he nails Power hard and knocks him down. He lets Dave down on the deck, and they make a little switch here. We were watching. The referee was talking to Nate the Great, and he didn't see the switch. It would be very hard, even unless you just had your eye on it, to recognize it, because they do look so much alike.
They look exactly alike. Of course, they're dressed exactly alike. The same size. They weigh 300 pounds each to the pound. Yeah, that can be a real problem. They can switch almost at will as long as the referee is not looking right at them at the moment.
I think it's fascinating. We have the two identical twins in here. We are just about out of time. We're going to have to cut away here for a break. And so we'll have to say we're going to take a break right now. Champs, the Midnight Rockers, who a little earlier, all right, Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels destroyed the team of Rick Fontana and Todd Morton that they were in there with.
Jerry Lawler and Jeff Jarrett.
Was that who it was?
That's exactly
I noticed you pulled a strap down there, emulating the Lawler move in there.
We got so scared, didn't you, Marty, when that strap came down? I was shaking head to toe. You know, one thing we want to get perfectly clear is that people see the Midnight Rockers on various television stations having fun with their friends. And we love to do that. But with you people, that is totally out of the question. You never gave us the time of day when we hit the CWA. You never once came up and said anything nice to us. You've been knocking us since we got here. So now it's time for the Midnight Rockers to do a little bit of knocking back. And yeah, and I'm talking to you people up in the cheap seats, eating your watermelon and fried chicken, as long as everybody else in mezzanine and the few people that can scrape up their pennies and sit in the front row. By the way, Lance, we have something going around right now. The Midnight Rockers are tired of going to these coliseums where these, what do you got, half-price sales going on all around here? Midnight
Give the
Rockers.
fans a break every now and then.
Give the fans a break? Well, how about giving the Midnight Rockers a break for once? You know, we're pretty swell guys too, you know. Just ask us. I'll tell you what. The Midnight Rockers are not appearing anywhere until somebody does something about these ticket prices, like double them, or else there will be no more Midnight Rockers around here.
Yeah. Another thing. Police protection has been horrible. At all the towns we've been going to, there's nothing Sean and I can do about our looks. The women are all over us. They're tearing up $5,000 clothes that were coming in, tailor-made. They're ripping everything up. Can't you do a little something about, can you guys in CWA do anything right? You don't have any wrestlers that are going to give us any competition. You're the worst announcer I've ever met. What can you do around here?
You know, Lance, the best thing about this place is certainly not you. Well, I think the best thing coming out of Memphis is what, Marty?
I think it'd be I-65.
I think you're right, pal. I'll tell you what, CWA, you better get your act together, where the Midnight Rockers are skipping town with the Southern Tag titles. We don't have any choice, Lance. We'd leave them here, but there isn't anybody in this place to beat us. Please, we're begging you. The Midnight Rockers are asking for a favor. Please give us some competition in this godforsaken place.
All right, I think that'll do it for the Midnight Rockers in there.
As long as you get to see us.
Yeah, we got to see you, as a matter of fact. There's no question about that. Maybe a little too much. The Midnight Rockers who have nothing good to say about anybody except themselves. They are so occupied in being so hung up on themselves, they haven't got time for anything else. Dave, how about a recap on the action today?
All right. Well, we had lots of action here today. Manny Fernandez, a Region Bull, defeating Rodney Napper. Rodney's first look at our first look at Rodney on Championship Wrestling. Manny won the match in about 2 minutes 24 seconds. T. Joe Khan and Jimmy Jack Funk in here. They won. They ran roughshod over Benny and David Wilson in about 2 minutes. Jeff Jarrett scheduled to go against Keith Eric. Jimmy Jack Funk out here and challenged him to a match. Jeff was on his way to the ring. Funk nails him with that cowbell and then a folding metal chair on the way to the ring, and still Jeff got in there and really gave him some competition, enough to the point that for some reason T. Joe Khan jumped in there, interfered, and that meant that Jeff Jarrett got the victory over Jimmy Jack Funk by disqualification.
Right.
So technically Jeff wins it. It was not the end of it. Then they're beating up on Jeff in there, 2 against 1. All of a sudden, Manny Fernandez appeared. I know you thought that it was going to be 3 against 1, but the Bull just walks over and very calmly helps Jeff out of the ring. He helped him rolled him out of the ring, and then took a swipe at Funk and T. Joe Khan, saying, hey, I don't like this ganging up thing. I take care of it myself. I like it one-on-one and all of that. It's very interesting, as you said, an interesting side to Manny Fernandez.
I mean to tell you, it certainly was.
Then we had the Midnight Rockers, if we didn't hear them singing their praises enough there a moment ago. They did defeat the team of Todd Morton and Ricky Fontana. Todd Morton, our first look at him on Championship Wrestling, and he showed us some good moves in there today. He was giving away quite a bit of size and experience to the Midnight Rockers, and then they ended up getting Rick Fontana in, who has even less experience, and they really worked him over in there. 4 minutes, 56 seconds. The Midnight Rockers, Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty, did take the victory in that match. Then, the Power Twins, our first look at them. Dave and Larry, we can't tell them apart. I don't know that we'll ever be able to, but they were in there against the team of Todd Morton and Billy Travis. Todd came back to wrestle as Billy's partner, and that one ended after 3.5 minutes because the time expired. But the Power Twins certainly looking very large out of New York City with Nate the Great in their corner.
Nate the Great was indeed in the corner. We were supposed to have had Scott Hall here today, but I think we did pretty doggone good to be able to get as many of the guys here as we did. We are out of time. Looking for you back next week. For Dave Brown, Lance Russell saying bye-bye, everybody.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station, namely the promoters of championship wrestling.